out of the picture, yeah. I'm in my vision, yeah. It's about to dip, yeah.
It's a drugstore makeup tutorial for basically us dark skinned girls. So hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's very detailed. I tried my best to be more detailed. If you have any other questions about, you know, your makeup, just leave it down below because I'll try to get to it. And yeah, I really want us dark skinned girls to flourish and have a beat face. Like, look at this. It's a really good drugstore beat. Like, you see? Period. So yeah, I'm going to give you all the tips, tricks, and advice that I have, and if you want to see, just keep watching. So first we're going to start with eyebrows, and for eyebrows, you don't want your eyebrows to be black, but you want them to be pretty dark. So I use a dark brown shade, and I use the shade in the Morphe Dare to Create palette, and I'm using a Ruby Kisses brush. So these are both drugstore products. So I have a crack shade, so I'm just going to try to show you which shade I'm using, but I'm going to use this shade, kind of like a cooler tone brown shade. First you're going to start, and my eyebrows are pretty, like, I don't know how to describe it, like they're thick but then they're very sparse, but also they have their own, they do whatever they want. So yeah, I'm just going to go and lightly fill in. I don't really do box brows, I just really follow what my eyebrows are and kind of create that shape. As you can see, it's already looking way better. Just going to lightly shade it in just like this, light strokes. And you want to kind of leave the front, you want to leave the front very nothing there. So if you don't have a lot of hair in the front, I kind of do, so I don't really do much to it. So as you can see, it's already looking too much, so I'll just wipe that away. But I already have a lot of hairs in the front, so I kind of don't really do much to the front. I'll just leave the ends and kind of make that shape in the end and make it a little thicker. And some people outline. If you want to outline, you can, but I don't normally do that. Okay, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and this one is in the shade Cocoa. So this is what it looks like. You can get this from Target. And I'm also going to use this Morphe brush. This doesn't have a number, but it's just a very flat, defined brush. And you want to make sure you have a flat brush for this because it's very important. Oh yeah, and sorry you guys, I'm breaking out and I have bags in my eyes. Not sure what's going on. And I start from the front. I kind of just follow what I naturally already did. I'm bringing it pretty close to what I did, but I'm not like taking away anything. I'm just bringing it really close. And like, this is why it's important to have a flat brush. You want it to be kind of movable. So like, as you can see, this is like moving with me and like gliding. Just want this motion. So I'm gonna do the top and do the same thing, and then following the shape. You want to make sure you don't have a halo brow though, so you want a concealer that's pretty similar to your shade. So mine is a little lighter, but as you can see, it's like not too bright. So you want to make sure that you're blending out the brow too. Also, brows are very like kind of personal. Everyone likes theirs pretty different, so you want to make sure you're blending that concealer with this as much as possible. Now you're going to take a more fluffy blending brush like this, and I'm going to go and blend this out. And this is to make sure you don't have that halo brow and everything's blended. Anyone to ever try to say anything about your makeup, because you learn from Dallas. Primer that I swear by is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm going to use this. I don't really know of any drugstore primers, so I used to use the Rimmel London primer. That one's really good, but I don't have that anymore. So I love this though because it just sticks on. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me line for the foundation. I use the matte one because I'm an oily girl. So if you want to, you can use the dewy one or the normal one from them. So this one is in deep golden, so 368, and I'm so excited they expanded their range in their line. So you guys should check them out and find your shade. And then we're going to take a Morphe brush. This is the best brush, the GOAT, like greatest of all time. This is the M439 brush. I already know. And I just do a little bit, and I just dab it on. Tap it like this. And you want to make sure you try to get the shade that is like literally closest to your skin, and just cover all those spots. Like me, I have so much dark spots and just freaking, I don't know what's going on with my skin. I probably need to see like a dermatologist. Just, you know, stress probably. I'm just gonna tap it on. I don't put a lot on my forehead. I just put mainly here. Blend it into your hairline. It's unblockable. But look at that. Such a big difference. Such a smooth canvas, and this is what you want, a very light layer. I mean, I like light layers. I don't really like full coverage that much. This foundation can get full coverage, so just, you know, a little bit goes a long way. So I only use like a little bit of it. I still have some on my hand, and I'm not gonna use the rest. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I love this concealer. It's in the shade Hazelnut, and when I apply it, I like swoop it under my eye first. As you can see, such a big difference. Look at that. I don't understand why I have all these dark under eyes. And then sweep under this side and bring it down. You don't have to bring it down, but I like when I bring it down. And on the bridge of my nose. So when you're doing this, make sure your concealer is not too bright. Like, this is a good shade because I feel like it's kind of a natural highlight that you can see. Like, kind of the same thing with my brows. So it's more of a natural highlight. And like, I'll show you, I think I'm going to apply some right underneath my eyes that is going to be more of a bright highlight. So you want to make sure it's closer to your skin shade. And then you apply to all these highlighted areas, just a little bit, just like this. So this is a good map out of what you should be doing. And just for a little bit brighter highlight, I'm going to take LA Girl Pro Concealer in Bond and just go right underneath, like literally the smallest bit. And go right underneath, just because I don't want all that. Taking this, which is a brush by Folklore. It's like one of my favorite concealer brushes because it's kind of dense but fluffy at the same time. So as you can see, the shape is like very skinny at the bottom and goes out, but it's very dense. Like, it has a lot of brush hairs in there, so it blends out the concealer so well. And if you want a more full coverage, you can leave your concealer on for a little longer, but I just go and dab, and like kind of do like this with it. I don't swipe like that. Like, you're kind of swiping, but I don't know how to explain it. You're basically just dabbing and blending out the concealer, just like that, like tapping your face. Make sure when you're blending this from your nose, you just want to keep it very centered in where you put it. You don't want to move it around too much. Then also around my mouth, I'm going to blend this. Blend out the edges first from my concealer. And I like to keep it where I basically put it. I don't really like to drag the concealer everywhere. And you don't want to apply too much concealer because then it gets everywhere. You want to make sure like you apply the right amount. As you can see, like it's not too much. It's almost already kind of blended in. Go and tap that in and blend it where you see no lines. So not too much wet product. You get what I'm saying? And then you're going to blend this out right underneath. Pretty much keep it right here. I'm not going anywhere else with this light product. And I kind of bring it like up here. Pretty much, so just right here. Okay, I'm going to use my Airspun powder, and this is a drugstore powder. It's translucent. You can get this from like Walmart, anywhere, to be honest. Normally I use a brush, but today I'm going to use a sponge just because this powder is like it's a lot, and it's pretty white, so make sure you're very careful with this. I'm just going to go and take this on a sponge and just dab this right underneath my eye. So you can see how white this is. This can get really bad really quick, so make sure it's just a little bit, and you want to make sure you're blending out this powder. You only want a little bit of powder. Okay, I'll show you how much powder I put on here. It's like this much, and then I always go and like dab it on my finger, like my hand, like this. So it's like kind of just one layer. Dab this on, like even this is a little bit too much, so I'm gonna go back and dab this on my hand. So I'm going to go and swipe this away. And this brush is from Folklore also, so it's just like a small fluffy brush. It's really good for the face. And for powder, so our forehead, my forehead gets so oily, so I'm going to make sure I get this. Go down the bridge of your nose, press it in, and then wipe away the excess powder. Top lip, this part gets so oily, so I put a lot, like a mustache. And then wipe it away. I want to take this NYX powder in Mahogany, and this is like a setting powder. And the logic is that when you have any liquid, you want to make sure you set it with the powder. And especially for the summertime, you don't want stuff to be moving around. Take this big fluffy brush, and this is from, I believe it's from Use Spicy, which is like a brand on Amazon. So I got this a long time ago. I'm just gonna dab all of this all over. So I'm just tapping in just a little bit like that, and then swiping it over. Now I'm gonna take my Black Radiance pressed powder, and this one's in Ebony, and I'm gonna use this to basically contour or bronze my face. Taking this Focallure brush, which is a bigger fluffy brush, but it kind of looks like a blending brush because the way it's shaped, like a dome shape. So yeah, I like it because it kind of focuses the product where the tip is. So I'm gonna go in circular motions, and we're gonna see it's giving color right there. Tap once into the product like that. It's kind of on our sideburn cheek area, so right here, but you don't want to bring it too low or too high. So you don't want to bring it all the way up here, but you want to bring it, focus it here and not too low. And then we're going to go on our forehead, around our hairline, and not too far down, so just kind of focusing it right here. And then our jawline, just kind of, this part I just kind of do messily. Okay, for the nose, I use this Morphe brush. It came in a set, so I don't really know, it doesn't have a name, but it's literally so like a blending brush. It could be for the eyes, but I use it for my nose. So I feel like it's perfect. And the more like angular at the top it is, then the better it is when you want to be kind of precise but also blending. So I'm going to take that product and just tap it there, and then I'm going to focus at the bottom first. I always do the bottom first for some reason. Go at the bottom and like kind of create the shape. I'm literally following what I already have, and I just go and follow the nose shape and just define this. I'm just going to just create a line and then just blend it out. And I blend it also kind of into my eyebrows, but like right below my eyebrows, as you can see, like that. I will go over it with a beauty blender. Okay, and then also after we did all that stuff, I feel like my brows always get lost. So I'm just gonna go in and kind of just, I don't have any product on here, I'm just kind of like fluffing the product off. I'm gonna take that L'Oreal concealer, and I'm gonna just dot this on my eye, blend it out with the fluffy brush. And then you want to set that with powder. I'm using the same Airspun powder. And then you can take your Dare to Create palette again, or you can take the same, you can take the bronzer also. I literally just go with the fluffy brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. I love this brush. Literally any brown shade. I stay right here in these three, and I usually go like this and then like this. So yeah, literally dust this all over my eyes. I'm blending it, but I'm like using these windshield wiper motions, but I'm also just keeping it right here. Like I'm not going past my crease, and I'm not going like over my eyebrow, and I'm staying right here where you see that line. That line is right here. You don't really want to go past that. Literally tapping it on your eyes, and be pretty gentle with this part. So also gonna sweep that same shade underneath my lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, I take like a more flat brush, go right underneath. So I'm going to take the Awesome Blossom Wet n Wild. This is a highlighter, so yeah, this is pretty gold. And as we know, golds look amazing on dark skin. Tap this in very lightly, but everything you just want to make sure it looks blended, like going seamlessly in. So like it kind of looks like it's going into the shadow. And I want a little bit more oomph, so I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty, but you don't have to. I'm using my Fenty Beauty Hustle Baby. The highlighter brush I'm going to use is the Morphe N510 brush. Literally lightly do this. I really don't like highlight anymore that much. And I go and wipe my lips off just so I can get ready for my lipstick. I think you need a good lip liner, so I like this KKW, which is very this is the lip liner I use, lip liner in Nude 3. NK has some good lip liners. This one's in Coffee, or I also like Cocoa. Okay, so I just use this and I follow the shape of my lips, and then I go in and like contour, like fill in those shades on the corner. I think about it as like making 4 triangles. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Black Radiance Perfect Tone HD Lip Sculptor. And this one's in Melanin Princess. It looks like this. Go and just kind of, I don't know, blend that in. So here are like a lot of things you can use. You can use a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. You can use a Black Radiance Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. This one's in 5403. You can use the other one in Tastemaker, which is 5414. So these two are pretty like a light, they're just like light shades, so I might mix them. So this one's like a little darker, and like I kind of like that salmon color, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So you see, it's like a little dark, lighter shade, which is the lighter one, and just go. It's all about blending, honestly. So go and like contour my lips a little bit more, a brown shade. So I use the same shade I use for my eyebrows, and I just go and use it on my lips. And this really kind of gives you that pouty lip. So I'm really dropping out some gems right now. It's like a secret. You can see it already looks like this side already looks more full. So just like follow this, and I don't really do the bottom. I do the bottom a little bit, like a skinny line, and then I do the same thing. The top. And if you're not getting the hang of it, just try again. It took me a long time to actually get the hang of makeup. So yeah, and now I'm gonna apply lashes, and lashes just want to open up your eyes. So you just want to make sure you have a really good lash that opens up your eyes. So good lashes, you guys can try out Denim the Label. You can follow them on Instagram, and yeah, these are really good lashes. These are the only lashes I wear. So thanks guys for watching. This is basically what it looks like, the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then give it a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, come on, if you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? Alright, yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. Subscribe to my channel. Also click the bell notification so you can get notified every time I post a video. And follow me on my social media links because we lit over there. Like, I be bringing you outfits on Instagram, Twitter. I really do be tweeting some good shit, like I promise. And just follow me on everything else. Like, what did you know? Anyway, so yeah, thanks guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.